Hey, how you doing? Uh, Today it's time for another album review, and the one we're gonna be doing is Trivium's What the Dead Men Say. I believe this is their ninth studio album. Now, Trivium is a metalcore band. To me, Trivium and Killswitch Engage are the big two, or at least the one I went through the entire discography with. So, so what the Dead Men Say? How does it stack up? Well, let's let me begin by saying anything with the word core at the end, any musical genre with the word core, I know it's not going to be my favorite, but but that's just the way it is. I do like some metalcore stuff to a certain extent. Okay, now as far as a little bit of the history of Trivium, I didn't really care for Ascendancy or Shogun that much, or even in Waves. However, there was one song on In Waves that I really liked, which is called Caustic Are the Ties That Bind. Now, and and that's kind of the pattern to which many of the songs follow on What the Dead Men Say. Uh, Now, and 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 after those albums that I mentioned came another one called The Sin and the Sentence, which I thought was an improvement actually over Shogun and Ascendancy. So, but my favorite Trivium album is the Crusade because it is more of a thrash album than a metalcore album. So, what do most of these songs do? Well, the vocalist Matt, we'll start with the vocals, goes from shouting, not really growling, to more melodic singing throughout most of the tracks. This is the kind of the way I would have liked Linkin Park to be, instead of that horrible rap that they put in their songs. So at times, Matt sounds like a tougher Chester Bennington. By the way, rest in peace, Chester. Now the riffs range from typical metalcore to a bit thrashy at times in some of these songs. I I will say that my favorite track on this album is Catastrophis, because that's probably the most unpredictable track, and I like unpredictability. And the guitar solos here are could fit on new wave of British heavy metal records. I like the guitar solos here, but but one problem that I have with this album is that the second half is not as strong as the first. In the second half, it starts to get a bit boring, to tell you the honest truth. But there is a song on the second half called "The Scattering of Ashes" where he mentions father and son, and it hit me a little bit because my father passed away and was cremated, so that one did hit me, and of course the drumming is very good. Trivium has a pretty damn good drummer for sure. So the so what would I give this album? Well, it's one of the better metalcore albums that I've heard. So I am going to give this one a 19 out of 30. It's probably my second favorite Trivium album, was behind the Crusade. It's a pretty good album by Trivium standards. So it's off to say, Trivium, keep doing what you're doing, and you're gonna be all right. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next review. Bye.